Did it start? Oh,
Welcome to our Inspiring Healthy Living presentation. My name is Elaine Mason, and with me is Shelley Black, and then Kirsten Clark will be joining us as well. And this evening, we just kind of wanted to share a little bit about what we call, I can't talk and push buttons at the same time. There we go. Share a little bit about Juice Plus, about the state of our health in our world today, and some solutions in regard to just healthy living. Unfortunately, the bad news kind of comes first in the fact that as Americans, we aren't very healthy anymore. 1 in 4 people will die of heart disease. 1 in 2 women, 1 in 3 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by 2050. And 1 in 5 children is obese. I know Dr. David Katz, I've heard him speak on numerous occasions, and he says our children are more harmed by a poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, or tobacco combined. And so what's causing all of this, just our illness and seeing it, those statistics weren't the case when I was younger. And one of the factors is our environmental toxins that are increasing when it comes to pollution, water contaminants, pesticides, prescription drugs in our water supply, over-the-counter drugs, chemicals, skincare products, hair products, plastics, you name it, all of it is affecting our health because of the toxins that's getting released into our bodies through the air, through water. Another one is just that our food quality is decreasing. More than 50% of Americans eat what Americans eat is processed foods. There are preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, growth hormones, genetically modified food, less nutrition in our food, trans fats, pesticides, artificial colors. So not only what's impacting us externally, but what we're putting internally into our body. And I think this statistic at the bottom, that broccoli could lose up to 50 to 80% of its key nutrients before you purchase it. That is an alarming. Even if we eat an impeccable diet, we're still not getting the nutrients that we need. And I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the grocery store today, it's hard to find good produce. Our bodies need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And athletes need even more fruits and vegetables based on all the activity that they do. So why do we need so many fruits and vegetables? Well, the produce is picked before nutrition fully develops. Then it's transported thousands of miles across the country. 90% of Americans don't even eat enough servings. And we don't get that variety, that rainbow. I don't know if you're like me. There are certain fruits and vegetables that I like, and I kind of gravitate toward those, and that's about all. But what we know is our microbiome, which controls so much of our health, is the bigger the variety of fruits and vegetables, the healthier we're going to become. So what can we do to be healthier? I think we exercise more than we used to. That's one way we can contribute to a healthier body. We're learning more and more about sleep and how powerful that is, managing stress, drinking water. I think we probably do better these days on drinking water. And, really being conscientious about the products that we're using. But tonight we're going to kind of hone in on that eating real food. And that's something that we don't, as Americans, we don't do because it's a fast pace. We have a fast pace. I love what Time Magazine says. It says the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they are so good for you, they could save your life. Only 1 in 10 adults today consume enough fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. I love this picture because you hear the saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. If you look at this apple, obviously on the left side, it's beginning to rot and to deteriorate. But on the right side, it still looks pretty good. And why is that? All disease tracks back to oxidative stress and inflammation. This is a picture of oxidative stress. So the bad news is when oxidative stress happens, it causes aging and then disease. So whenever oxygen hits a fruit or vegetable, that's when that deterioration, that rotting takes place. The same is true within our bodies. We have to have oxygen to breathe. And if we exercise, we're pulling in more oxygen. But the good news is that in fruits and vegetables, not in an antioxidant supplement, but fruits and vegetables have antioxidants that put this protective bond over our cells. And you can see the side on the side of the apple on the right has been coated with lemon juice. Lemons are fruit which have antioxidants, and it slows down that aging process. I don't know about you, but I want to do whatever I can to slow down the aging process. I want to look more like the right side than the left side. I like this picture too as well, because I think it also speaks volumes. If you look in the box on the left, that is and you see at the top, it says supplement facts. That is just a regular multivitamin. I think for many years, we've been told, take a vitamin and you'll be fine. Well, over the last about 10 years, more and more research continues to say, no, at best, it does nothing. And many times taking isolated synthetic vitamin supplements, what it does is it throws your body out of balance. And if you look closely, and I'll pin vitamin A, and it has 10,000 units, 200% of a normal daily amount, that's a toxic amount. And when I see this, I'm reminded, my husband and I, it was back in 1999, we decided that we were going to be getting healthy that year. And that was the year of health. And the only thing I knew back then about getting healthy was to exercise and take a vitamin supplement. Well, about 3 months into this taking a vitamin supplement, my husband had some blood work done to get some life insurance. And the guy came back and he's like, you need to go to the doctor. Your iron is so high, it's in a dangerous range. And my husband and I looked at each other like, what in the world caused that? And I said, I wonder if it's that vitamin supplement we've been taking. Sure enough, he went off of it, and he went back, had his blood work done, and guess what? His iron was back down in normal range. That's why if you look on the right side of the screen, I'm not going to ask anyone to read any of that. It's so tiny, but that is 400 of the 14,000 phytonutrients found in an apple. So what science is learning down through the last 10 years, decade or so, is that we want to get our nutrients from whole food, not from an isolated synthetic vitamin where they extract something or it's made in a laboratory. We want the real thing, because it's that synergistic action of all these different nutrients. We haven't even discovered all 14,000. We know they're in there. We don't know what they do. And so if we're banking on, I won't name it, but just, went to Walmart and got an isolated vitamin supplement. It's at best had 100 man-made isolated nutrients in it. Whereas an apple, you're getting over 14,000, or some broccoli, whatever whole food it is, you're getting so much more, a bigger variety. And what we know, different nutrients have to be present for your body to be able to absorb things. And that's the value of that synergistic action of all those nutrients working together. Once that had happened, this isn't wanting to move, there we go. Suddenly I was like, okay, if taking a vitamin supplement isn't what my body needs, what do I do to protect against disease, to slow down the aging process, to feel stronger, to feel better, to get protection in my body? We're faced, like we saw in the beginning, with a lot of things are bombarding us. And it was at that time, I love that saying that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I had a friend share with me a whole food product called Juice Plus. And it's not a supplement. If you look at the back of the label, it is a whole food label. It's a nutrition label. And so I started learning and investigating, what is Juice Plus? So it is whole foods that are harvested and picked at the peak of ripeness so that the nutrition is intact. The produce is then pulverized, not juice, because we want to keep all that nutrition, from the fiber. So it's pulverized, kind of like shredded and dried into powders at low temperatures as to preserve the nutrients. Then the plant powders are put into capsule or chewable forms. And then Juice Plus also has, if you see this orange cap bottle, it's a full spectrum whole food omega blend, which has algae, berries, and seeds in it instead of the fish. Many times people think that omegas come from a fish. The only reason we get our omegas through a fish oil is because fish eat algae, and it's the algae that contains the omegas. So we skip the middle fish, so you don't have to worry about toxins, and we go straight to the algae, and that's what's in our This is what's in the 3 blends, the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend. I don't know about you, but there hasn't been a day that I've gotten that wide of a variety of fruits and vegetables in my diet. That rainbow of colors, and that a little bit of all of those fruits and vegetables are packed with so many nutrients. We hear a lot about elderberry this time of year. I don't even know where you really would go to get elderberry unless you were growing it. I think about, beets. I could never get my kids to eat beets, or Arceola cherries. 3 cherries have more vitamin C in them than an orange. So what Juice Plus is packed full of fruits and vegetables that are concentrated on the different systems within our body, in our organs, to ensure that our entire body is getting the nutrition it needs to fight disease, to build and grow our bones. Our whole body, our DNA changes over every year. So based on what we're putting in it, we're either getting better or we're gradually deteriorating, like that left side of that apple that we looked at because of oxidative stress. I talked a little bit about the omegas, but it's 100% plant-based, pure and sustainable, full spectrum omegas, cold pressed. We have a patent on the way that our omegas are made so that the heat doesn't harm the oils, and you don't have to worry about toxicity because we don't deal with the fish, and rancidity because of the way that our capsules are made. The omegas really hone in on the heart, the brain, the joints, the skin, the eyes. I really noticed once I started I'd taken an omega for many years, a fish oil, never noticed anything. When I started when the Juice Plus omegas came out, I added that to my daily regimen. I noticed a big difference in my knees. As a runner, I had wore my knees out, and I immediately began to notice a difference in my joints once I added that to my diet. So Juice Plus is unique. It's food, not a multivitamin. So it has antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, enzymes. It has everything our body needs. It's made with non-GMO late ingredients. It's vegan, it's kosher, it's dairy free, and gluten free. It's NSF certified, and the NSF certification has the highest certification. It's a third-party certification that your U.S. Olympics and professional athletes in right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, is the U.S. Performance Center that trains our Olympians and our some professional ball players. They have embraced our Juice Plus products because of the research that's behind it, as well as the clean product that their Olympians and their professional athletes have to have, and that it has the NSF certification on our product. And what that is that what's on the label is exactly what's in the product. You'd be surprised. Many years ago, Oprah just decided to randomly get a bunch of supplements and see what was in those supplements. And surprisingly, she picked Juice Plus as one of them. And Juice Plus was one of 3 out of 50 some supplements that they looked at that had everything that they said was in there, and nothing was in there that wasn't. And so they had 47 that had all kinds of things in it that were harmful or wasn't in it that was supposed to be in it. There are no banned substances, and then NSF for sports certified capsules for professional athletes. So we have a specific label for our professional athletes, but it's exactly what you and I would take. And then lastly, Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world. And to date, we have over 48 peer-reviewed published studies done on Juice Plus. Most of the time when you're talking a pharmaceutical, it's like you get maybe two studies for a pharmaceutical and they have it on the market today. So the most researched nutritional product in the world. Here is the gold standard of research that Juice Plus requires. It's randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled, tested on the product itself, human clinical trials, published in peer-reviewed journals, and it's done in an ethical way. There's not another product out there with this enormous body of research. One of them that I kind of like to point out, this Wake Forest University, this study here was done on head and neck cancer patients. So if somebody's had head or neck cancer, what Wake Forest did is said, okay, let's put them on Juice Plus and let's see the impact on their health. The first time ever, the National Institutes of Health, our government's research arm, researched Juice Plus through Wake Forest University. That's impressive. And to date, I don't know that they've researched any other. And it's because of all the research that's been done on Juice Plus. And Juice Plus we don't go out looking for the research. People come to us asking, can we research Juice Plus? So what that huge body of research, what does the research say? It contributes to our cardiovascular wellness. It supports a healthy inflammatory response. I'm going to stop right now, and it makes me think of Shelley on the call tonight. When I hear healthy inflammatory response, I got to have Shelley share her own personal Juice Plus story with us before we go any further.
Okay, happy to. My name's Shelley Black. I have been taking Juice Plus for 5.5 years, but back in 2018, it was really my son that ended up getting us started on it because he had a baseball injury and we took him to various different doctors. He got a couple of pain injections, and anyway, it was a super long story, but one thing led to another, and he was having so much pain in his hips, like his hips and his lower back, and it no longer seemed related to the injury. And I'm telling you, we went to every doctor you can think of. I mean, of course, orthopedic, chiropractic, rheumatologist. I don't even know. We went to so many doctors. And they had been doing like MRIs along the way, but at one point they told us that he had something called arachnoiditis, which is inflammation of the arachnoid membrane around the nerves that come down your spine. And there's no cure. And all they could tell us was to try to stay active. And basically, he was going to either be on pain meds or taking ibuprofen, which is no good for the lining of your stomach. So we had to think of something. And my sister had been sharing Juice Plus with me, and I was skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I just can remember saying to her, there's no way fruits and vegetables are going to fix my son's very serious health issue. But I mean, I guess we come into points of our life where you're just desperate, and out of desperation, um, sorry, my screen just went blank. Can you guys still hear me?
We can.
Okay. Um, anyway, I lost my train of thought. Um, anyway, my sister had been sharing it with me, and I finally said, all right, we've got to try this. So and let me go back just a little bit. He was still playing baseball, but he was in a lot of pain. And by the time he got home, he would lay on the couch. The only thing that really felt good was laying down on the couch in the bed. He just was not happy. He couldn't sit in the car for long periods of time. He would literally ask the teacher if he could lay on the floor in the classroom his senior year, which was pathetic. But anyway, so I got fruit, vegetables, and berries at the time. I didn't have the omegas, and got him started on that. And within a couple of weeks, I could see a major difference, and so could he. He was coming home from school and he was standing in the kitchen talking to me and being a lot more active, was complaining less. So it's been 5.5 years. He went through he played baseball in college, and he has been managing his life so much better. And even as an 18 all the way through college, if you could get a kid to take, anything religiously, consistently, is amazing. And he did that. He took it every day because he knew what a difference it was making. He was taking and then we got him on the omegas, and he'll tell you too that the omegas help him concentrate and focus better. And he also was drinking the complete protein shakes. But he still takes it to this day. He's graduated, he's working full time, and he will tell you that, I mean, he's such a true believer. It has helped his pain tremendously. He just must have had so much inflammation in there. And I just hope he can continue to be feeling less pain the rest of his life. So yeah, it's been great. Been great.
Thank you, Shelley. When I read that, I was like, oh, we've got to hear from Shelley, because I've heard Nick share his story, and I'm like, I love when we're able to tie back when you have somebody who gets on Juice Plus and they start seeing differences in their health. I love how you can tie it back to the research. And that to me is very validating. Juice Plus supports just quality of life. I was talking earlier, I mentioned the Wake Forest University study. That's what they were looking at. Post-cancer, what is the impact and the quality of life? And that's what we want. We want this whole food nutrition to saturate our bodies, to help us to live at the best we can. Supports a healthy cholesterol, LDL, and triglyceride metabolism, impacts your gut microbiome and digestive health. The more and more we learn how literally our digestive health, our microbiome has to do with our entire body's health, is amazing. And the fact that Juice Plus impacts that. It supports a healthy lung function, skin and gums, our immune system. Who doesn't want our immune systems functioning at a peak capacity? Maintains healthy DNA. We talked about every year, our DNA is going to change over. What are we doing to make sure that our DNA is getting better and not getting worse year in and year out? It reduces oxidative stress, absorbs the ability to be absorbed by the body because it is food, and it improves our cognitive functions. I love what Dr. Richard DuBois says. There is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that's been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus can do. That is a powerful statement by a doctor who's in the best doctors in the world. Another thing that makes Juice Plus so unique is the fact that it has what's called our Healthy Starts for Families. So with every adult that gets on Juice Plus, a child can get Juice Plus for free. And we'll let Kristen share with you. She's getting to experience that herself. After 1 year, what at this point, there's been over 4 million people go through this Children's Health Study program. After 1 year, what they found based on just a real world research, 61% of these kids are eating more fruits and vegetables. 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks. 66% were visiting the doctors less. 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter or prescription drugs. That's what we want to see. And that's what I love, that Juice Plus cares about our future generations, not just about right now, but how can we grow up strong and healthy kids for the future. So our product is unique. We have a food label. It's NSF certified, most researched product in the world. Doctor recommended, largest selling nutritional product of its kind, and free for kids, teens, and college students with our Healthy Starts program. Along with that is we have a business model that comes with our Juice Plus company, our product. It is unique as well. It's $52 a year to become a partner. You can work from anywhere. It's a small focused product line. It's consumable products. Some people may want a full-time income. Some people may want to just supplement their income or just simply cover their own Juice Plus costs. That's kind of how I started. I just wanted to cover my own costs. There's no inventory, low overhead. And once you hit a commission, you're set you stay at that commission for life. You don't lose it. And then at our upper leadership levels, there's business incentive bonuses and a whole benefits package, which includes medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability, chiropractic care, family tuition. I love when my girls were going through college and I would send in their grades and I would get a check back in the mail, and I love that. And a monthly expense allowance to continue to build and grow your business. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and then I'm going to ask Kristen to close this out and just kind of share why she's chosen to jump on Juice Plus and also to begin sharing this amazing product. So I thank Kristen for inviting y'all this evening. We want to invite you to join us, to be at a minimum, to be a customer. I've been taking Juice Plus now for 23 years. I cannot imagine going a day without it. The peace of mind of knowing I'm putting that kind of nutrition in my body. I'm doing everything I can to delay that aging process, to protect from disease, and to build a strong body. So I hope everyone on the call jumps in at least as a customer. But maybe as I was talking, you were thinking of 2 or 3 or 4 people who you're like, ooh, I need to tell so-and-so about Juice Plus. They need to hear about this. We invite you to join us as a partner. I used to love to hear Dr. DuBois say, we need boots on the ground. I know, Kristen, you are military. He used to say, we need boots on the ground. We need people helping us tell this story about whole food nutrition and how simple it is to get it in your body with Juice Plus. Or maybe you're on here tonight and I worked into this. It was beyond just extra income. I quit my job and I wanted to replace my income stream, and Juice Plus allowed me to do that. And so whatever level of interest, we invite you to join us, and we want to see you get started with us. I am going to turn it over now to Kirsten, and I know everyone would love to hear from you this evening.
Find my mute button. There we go. So I apologize for jumping in late. It was a little challenging getting Logan in bed tonight. It's a little bit emotional. So everybody knows me. My mom is on, and my work bestie, Salon. And I've been talking about it for a little bit now, and the difference that it's made in our lives. So my husband doesn't eat vegetables. He won't touch them. If I hide them in food, like sometimes he'll eat it. Most of the time he won't. So
hide his peas in his mashed potatoes.
yeah, he does. I don't make mashed potatoes very often, so he doesn't get that opportunity.
At my
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I thought this is a really good way for us to get all the fruits and vegetables and berries that we need without having to eat it. And the other thing that concerned me was when I do eat fruits and vegetables, like what's on it? Pesticides, or, we try to buy organic as much as we can, but the cost of organic food is it's expensive. It's definitely more expensive than regular food. So I mean, I wanted something that I knew was clean and pure and was coming from a good source, and it was also something that we could consume and not have to worry about what was on it or where it came from. And so the other reason why I wanted it was for Logan, my son. He is just a ball of energy, and he probably needs he's growing, let's say that. He probably needs as much the nutrients as we do too. And it's hard to get a kid to eat vegetables. So, and he just loves the gummies. He does the gummies every morning, and he thinks they're like candy. So he eats them, and we're good to go. I'm happy. So that was another big reason was for him to make sure that he was getting all the nutrients that he needs to grow and be healthy and strong and that sort of thing, and avoid illness. He was coming down with a cold probably a couple days ago, and I broke out the humidifier and I gave him some Zarbee's, and I kept up with his Juice Plus, and he's doing a whole lot better. I mean, he's not snotting or coughing or anything anymore. So I really think that his immune system functions really well, and I think it does even better on the gummies. So I don't know why, but for whatever reason, Elaine, I can't see your slides anymore.
Oh, I pulled him back down. I took him down. You want me to put him up?
Oh, no, it's okay. I wasn't sure. So that's all right. But anyway, that's pretty much our story in a nutshell, because we haven't been doing it very long. I haven't been taking the Juice Plus for very long, but I really believe in it, and I hope that it's something that we can take for a very long time to help support our health, and our goals. I'm also trying to lose some weight, and I feel like the nutritional support is there to help me do that, as I navigate this. So yeah, that's really it.
Thank you so much, Kirsten, for sharing and for inviting us all here tonight. And we will wrap it up. I'm going to stop the recording.